Thank you very much. Thank you for all the applause. So it's July 19th, 2023, season one, episode 68 of your favorite telecast. It's a look back at the archives of our favorite couple, married couple on daytime television that likes drinking out of coffee cups and telling personal stories. Um, Aches and pains weeks, I gotta tell you. My wrists every time I wake up and every time I go to bed, my wrists really hurts. And I do a lot of bartending, so I'm always shaking a lot of drinks. And I tell you, try doing this like 4 hours a night, 5 nights a week. You're like uh. This is who needs a dumbbell when you just shaking drinks? You know what I mean? You put in a little cream, a little Kahlua, you shake it up. Sometimes you got to do two at one time. Like, hey, I'll be right with you. Someone bumps into you from behind, like a server with like calamari. You're like, oh, and it's like, what the hell, man? I tell you, not a good business, the restaurant industry. The bartender, it's make good money at a certain places when there's a lot of expensive drinks, good music. You can make a lot of money, but you're going to bed at like 6 in the morning. You got to deal with like lawsuits, child support payments. You know how many women I've impregnated because I thought they liked me, and it turns out they were just drunk and the lights were low and they didn't know what I looked like. A drunk girl looking at you in the dark, trying to have a conversation with you over loud music makes for a lot of miscommunication. So just make sure you remember that next time you try to go find someone to co-parent with, or possibly a life partner. Find your forever person. Okay. So let's get started. July 19th, 2023, season 168. Jonathan Leary is going to explain how cold plunge is great for a full body recovery. Steve Guttenberg talks about his privilege in the 80s through his relationships from his parents' friendships in Hollywood, and how he got the Police Academy movies, and why. Why did he do that movie with Jamie Gertz? Just doesn't make sense. He was never good looking. And then a country singer sings a song that maybe you'll like, maybe you won't. I think I'm going to take a nap during that one. I'm just joking. I love country music. Let's get started, will we? Ryan Seacrest is, did he die? No, he's doing a Wheel of Fortune is what he's doing. All right.
Your AC as soon as today.
You guys, make sure to smash that like button and the dislike button to make sure you tell YouTube that you do not like this video. But if you like it, make sure you like it and give me subscriptions too, so that way it could build up. All right? Because we are one family called America. The melting pot of love, pride, and hope.
The Black Women's Expo.
And
August
Black
4th
Women's
through the 6th
Expos.
At McCormick Place. It's live with Kelly and Mark. Today, film and stage star Steve Guttenberg. Plus,
Love you. Smash that button.
Jordan Davis. Also live, Takes and Pains Week continues with Mark and
I wonder if Kelly's going to do a stupid little dance coming out to her chair like she always does.
Wednesday. We haven't done anything yet. Please. Wednesday, July 19th. Happy Hump Day, everybody.
Oh, it's going down today. It's happening today. Today, Gelman and I take the plunge. Take the plunge. I saw they could put a lot of ice in those tubs. We're gonna strip down.
Yeah.
Look at that. Doesn't that look like fun, sweetie?
Nope.
That looks cool.
I can't think of two nicer guys for this to happen.
No, Gelman, I've been thinking about this.
Okay.
We're gonna be shirtless. We're gonna get into the tubs together today. We're gonna be hand in hand.
Will your nipples be covered?
Covered as in pasties?
Yes, Gelman, as in pasties with tassels on them.
Yeah, no tassels, no pasties.
And you're not worried about a freezer burn?
Freezer burn? No.
I think those are staying above the
and you tried it out yesterday, yeah?
I did.
And how did you survive?
It hurts.
Because it hurts so good.
Yeah, well, there was a rush afterwards.
There was a rush.
Yeah,
A
but
rush?
not looking forward to my next attempt.
Yeah, there is a rush. There's something that happens when you get out. Your body is warming itself, and your blood vessels are alive. And it's something that I'm not looking forward to right now, but I know once I get in and then once I get out, I'll be happy I did it. That's the
Kelly, it's not too late.
You want to join us?
No, it's too late.
Just in case you change your mind.
Now, I don't like the shrinkage.
All right.
It's not for me.
Big news. ABC's new Bachelor spinoff show, The Golden Bachelor, has been announced. Jerry Turner. He's how old is he, Gelman? He's 71 years old.
Good. He's been cold plunging.
He is a widower. Yeah, he's a retired restaurateur.
Yeah, I bet he's looking to cold plunge his balls into a warm hot tub jacuzzi of roast beef.
How old is he, Gelman?
Looking to cold plunge
He's
his balls
71
into
years
a
old.
warm roast beef
He's been
jacuzzi.
cold plunging.
He is a widower. Yeah, he's a retired restaurateur.
Okay.
And they're going to select,
There's a casting call for senior citizens to join.
Why are you looking at me? I'm married.
Do you want me to?
No, you are looking at me. You go, there's a casting call for senior citizens.
I'm sorry for making eye contact, Kelly.
So here's what he's into. He said he'd love to find a partner who has high energy, someone who maybe plays pickleball, and someone who maybe plays golf.
And so they are casting
Senior citizens.
women of a certain age.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not going
Yeah,
young.
good thing it's not mandatory to play pickleball. Can you imagine? Like, I can't believe that, we have the same sense of humor. We listen to the same music. I mean, we love the Beatles and the Rolling Stones and the Grateful Dead. And, you really know how to just make my clamshell tickle, wiggle. But I can't believe you don't like playing pickleball. I'm sorry. I'm sending you home. I can't give you this rose. You know what I mean? You make we have so much in common. And we even we have the same hobbies. You cook great food. You really know how to give great massages. My kids love you. We both have a desire to retire to Hawaii one day. There's just nothing wrong. You're the most beautiful woman here, but you don't play pickleball. You just don't have that it factor. I don't know. No pickleball, but you choose ping pong over pickleball? I'm sorry, no rose for you. That just doesn't cut it. But let's argue about the age that they're all over 65, and let's see if Mateo says that he doesn't like the fact that there's only going to be women over 65, that the Golden Bachelor should have some options of women in their 50s and maybe even 40s, because there are some younger women who like older men. And it's not fair that they're limiting him to only 65 and older, because, 70-year-old woman and a 55-year-old woman, that's not fair. That's like going to a buffet and saying, you know what? We only have the salad bar available today, and we're out of ranch. You probably want your $14.99 back, don't you? I came for the ribs. I came for the chicken. I came for the roast beef. I came for the soup. I came for the for the hot and sour soup. I want the biscuits, the cornbread. I want the ice cream sundae. Ice cream machine's broken. Sorry, no. I came for the mashed potatoes, the macaroni and cheese. I came for the ribs, the stir fry bar, and the taco bar. And you're telling me that all you have is a salad bar. Only the salad bar is open. Sorry, sir. Is it a discount price? Nope, full price. $14.99. After tax is $27. And Rada Ranch. Yada Ranch. Old. Let me put my, can't wait to wrap my mouth around that cottage cheese pie. That's exactly what you're basically telling this guy, the Golden Bachelor, Jerry. Come on, dude. What the fuck are you doing? This fucking box, man. You know what? Why don't you go F yourself?
Happy I did it. That's the
Kelly,
kind
it's not too
feeling.
late.
You want to join us?
No, it's too late.
Just in case you change your mind.
Now, I don't like the shrinkage.
All right.
It's not for me.
Big news. Big news. ABC's new Bachelor spinoff. Jerry Turner. He's, how old is he, Gelman? He's 71 years old.
Good. He's been cold plunging.
He is a widower. Yeah, he's a retired restaurateur.
Okay.
And they're going to select,
There's a casting call for senior citizens to join.
Why are you looking at me? I'm married.
You want me to?
No, you are looking at me. You go, there's a casting call for senior citizens.
I'm sorry for making eye contact, Kelly.
So
here's what he's into. He said he'd love to find a partner who has high energy, someone who maybe plays pickleball, and someone who maybe plays golf.
and so they are casting
Senior citizens.
women of a certain age.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not going young. They're going age appropriate.
Jerry's from Indiana. He lives on a lake, beautiful lake. He's got a dream house, lives on a beautiful lake.
So this is an Indiana 71.
You
That's
could
right.
easily go
Well,
down
you
to
know,
like
agree,
55,
Jerry
58
looks
years old,
20 to
52
30
years old.
younger.
There are plenty of 50 to 53-year-old women that would love to
He's
date
doing
him.
very well.
You don't got to go to 25 or
Congratulations. We
30.
look forward to,
You know how I
talking
feel
about
about the
So
Bachelor.
the guy, he looks like he's in his 60s.
So I'm not looking forward to watching women of a certain age argue with each other over it.
Do you think is anybody in the audience maybe in that?
Their hat in the ring.
Any eligible women that want to toss their hat in the ring?
Any single women
Okay.
Right.
back there? There.
I mean, Jerry. I mean, from my naked eye, Jerry looks pretty good to me.
Yeah.
All right, we have some applicants here in the house.
All right, we can get them signed up.
Okay.
Baby,
I want to dump Jerry in some.
Shrivel up. There you go. These girls,
Dip him in
these girls don't want to date Jerry. They just want to be on TV. And yes, you know what's going to happen. His balls are going to shrivel. His
I want to dump
his prunes are going to shrivel up to look like raisins. Okay, that's what's going to happen. And I'll show you who Jerry's
Jerry
next.
in some cold water and see what happens.
I'll tell you who I want to see on The Bachelor win Jerry's heart. This girl, right there. That I would love to see her on the Golden Bachelor. I think Jerry and her could have memories, but she's only 57, and you need to be 65. You could put a gray wig on her; she could look 65. All these women, look at all these women. I bet you could find 7 women that Jerry would be like, you know what? That could be my forever person. Looking at you, Carla. Look at that. Curvy, voluptuous, good sense of humor, great personality. She's goofy. What a great spirit. Look at that. A bunny rabbit is her spirit animal. Hell, I want to hit that. I'm going to have to pause and go to the bathroom for a second. Excuse me.
That's the real test.
I'm going to have to excuse myself. Pardon me, guys.
I want to dump Jerry in some cold water and see what happens.
Where's that Vaseline? You know what Vaseline
That's
is?
the real test.
Dip him in an ice bath and see what comes out.
Gilman, there's an aroma in the studio. Are
Yes,
we cooking
it's
broccoli or
centrally
something?
horrible aroma.
Are we making broccoli? What are we making?
Could it be a hot dog smell?
No, it's not a hot dog
Sure.
smell. It's like a rotting garbage smell.
You know, we're getting ready for a segment, that has
Later on.
vegetables cooking.
Got some vegetables cooking.
Yeah.
Lucky audience.
All right.
Yes, it's a real. It's not a smell. It's like a rotting garbage smell.
You know,
Oh.
we're
Oh, that's my crotch. I haven't washed my balls in 17 days, and I like to jog.
Yes, it's really quite a smell.
Central scenting.
It's the smell that I know this smell well because it's the smell of the sound of my kids going, "Are you making broccoli? Why?"
Yeah, it is broccoli.
That's what I hear in the ear.
There's always a nice smell, but you make great broccoli.
I do make
You
great
do make
broccoli,
great
but the
broccoli.
kids complain when they were young, when I would make
Making
it,
broccoli, yeah.
it would create they would wreak havoc.
The sulfury smell.
Yes,
Yeah.
the smell.
Speaking
led
of
them to
smells,
complain.
today is National Hot Dog Day. Today is National Hot Dog Day.
And in honor of that, we are dunking Mark and Gavin in an ice bath. So as it turns out, it's cocktail weenie day.
I would say more like a fine chorizo.
We'll see.
I'm a guess.
Can we get a hot dog? You think? Are you? I want to eat a hot dog after we ice
To celebrate?
To celebrate.
Yeah, that would be good.
You know,
Braised papaya?
Oh, I
You know, the
love
classic
a
New York.
Grace New York papaya. Have you guys been to that yet? If you're in town, if you're visiting, go over there. They open up at 8 a.m. Little morning dog.
Nothing like a morning dog.
Raised papaya.
Yeah, we
Hey,
can celebrate.
there's a restaurant, according to the New York Times. Ooh. Light my cigarette for me.
You know, whenever
New
you
York
have to read a
Times.
New York Times article, you must light
There's
a
a restaurant review of this restaurant called Misha's. They have a $29 hot dog. This reviewer was very upset. I think he thought it was a little obnoxious. I'm editorializing myself,
But the
once
New York
you take-
Times is saying a restaurant is obnoxious.
But he tried the dog and he loved the dog, and it's made with all natural stuff. There it is. I would, if I'm going to go eat at a restaurant, that's an average price for an entree. Wouldn't you say, Kel?
A $29 hot dog?
It's not. It's natural. It's made with like natural beef and beautiful things like that.
Kimchi and
Kimchi's.
Oh, it's 9 inches, Jan tells me.
the homemade.
Okay, all right. Well, that just tracks with everything else that this dirty company is doing under Glow. they're selling these vibrating toothbrush and back massagers to you, which are basically just for women to pleasure themselves. But it's like, no, hey, you can scan and get a discount on the website for this back massager. Wink, wink. You can get this toothbrush. Look at this. It's got 7 speeds. This one's really, really fast. Because we all know there's a high demand for people who want to really put a lot of fast vibrating motors on their teeth. Yeah, right. Here's a little popsicle maker. It happens to be 7 inches and 3 inches in diameter. All you do is put some water in it, and then you have this big cold dildo coming out of your freezer. We're going to call it a popsicle, but whatever you want to do with your popsicle, by all means, because we all know hot and cold go together. And if this hot dog is made out of like, oh, it's $29. Well, it's made out of like all natural beef. Well, then what the fuck are the other hot dogs made out of? If this is $29 and it's made out of all natural beef, what are the $2 hot dogs made out of? This thing. Perverts.
Wouldn't you say, Kel?
A $29 hot dog?
It's not. It's natural. It's made with like natural beef and beautiful things like
natural beef. Then what the hell? Fucking plastic? Is it even made out of any meat? It's all it's lips and assholes. The carcass, the bone. Like if $29 is what you get for all the good parts of the cow, of the animal. What the hell are you putting into this fucking slim, skinny ass 4-inch Oscar Mayer wiener that I'm shoving down my daughter's throat every goddamn Saturday morning? And what about the hot dog after that? Yeah, that's what I said, Kelly.
that. Kimchi.
Oh, it's 9 inches, Jan tells me.
Homemade. Gourmet sauce. Still in the air?
This ain't no cold plunge chipolata. This is an all beef 9-inch
with kimchi instead of the other stuff.
The other stuff. He doesn't know what the hell he's talking to. He's like, yeah, but it's all beef. It's like it's all beef and all that good stuff. A bunch of other good stuff. And then it's got kimchi instead of the other stuff. Like they don't even do any rehearsal. They just come in here, they just look. This is right here at the face of like, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But it's okay. I'm the first of the month. I'm gonna get my check for $36,000. Not even that. At that, probably more than that. I bet once a month he gets a check for like $150,000 to say, yeah, it's got kimchi and other stuff. Whatever. Who cares? Like, just give us our money. And Mickey Mouse is like, sure, anything for you. Don't worry. We don't need you to be good at your job. Just sit there. This is the demographic of people.
What's the address of this restaurant?
We get it, Kelly. You like this. You and Gwyneth Paltrow were juggling Regis's balls, fighting over who's going to get the shaft to get ahead in their career.
Different spelling.
So, look, I'm probably not going to be here tomorrow, and I want you to know why.
Tell me.
The Powerball jackpot has risen.
That's what my wife is so funny, isn't she?
We lost, but that's because the forces of nature were saving me for the $1 billion.
$1 billion.
Yep. And tonight's the drawing, so if I'm not here tomorrow, you'll know why. It's because I won the $1 billion jackpot. I did. I got close on Monday's drawing. I won $22. But you know me, I let it ride into this drawing.
Have you ever gotten 4 numbers?
Oh, I don't know.
I have.
Really?
Back in Florida.
How much?
It wasn't a lot.
Okay.
It wasn't. The jackpot wasn't very
Was
high.
it a couple $100?
Something like that. I don't remember. It was a couple $100, I think.
I was married to you. I
You
remember.
remember that?
I don't remember.
That's exciting.
He goes, no, I don't remember. I don't remember how much money it was. And then Kelly goes, a couple of $100. And then he goes, it must have been a couple of $100. I'm just going to repeat what my wife says. And then he goes, yeah, Something like that. Yeah. I don't know what money it is. I don't know. It could be anything. I don't remember. I don't know. I don't remember. A couple of $100. Yeah. Yeah. Something like that. I think it was a couple of $100. Exactly. My wife just came up with the exact figure, something like that. Like I'm just, yeah, that's it. That's the ticket. Yeah, sure, yep. And I forget what store was it. Like a 7-Eleven. I think it was a 7-Eleven. It was a 7-Eleven, like one of those 7-Elevens with a parking lot. I think it had a parking lot. You probably did a scratch off. I bought a scratch off. You know what I mean? Did you get a Slurpee? Like, yeah, I think I got a Slurpee. Yeah, exactly. I don't remember what I drank. Probably a Coke. I think I drank a Coke. Just whatever. He doesn't even know what the fuck he's doing there. He's like, why am I here? Why am I here? I'm telling a story I don't know any of the details about. My wife is just fucking filling in the gaps of air with fucking just random statements that aren't even true. And I'm agreeing with her, because that's what I was taught to do in fucking douchebag school, fucking stupid school.
It wasn't. The jackpot wasn't very.
We know you didn't win a lot. Because if you did, you wouldn't be married to fucking Carrot Top's twin brother.
I was married to you, I remember.
You remember that?
Yeah.
That's exciting.
We were married.
We were married when I got 4 numbers.
I was
Was it
married.
5 numbers?
Oh,
was
rub that
Friday,
shoulder.
the jackpot
That means
when
I want a
married you.
blowjob.
He must feel bad about something.
Yeah.
So if you win,
Because he regrets marrying a girl that
would you?
He's got
if you
bigger
had a place
tits
to move
than
to. I know where you'd move to. You'd move to Arizona.
No.
Yes, I love Arizona.
Where Phoenix hit another record 19th day of 110 plus degrees in a row.
But in the shade, it feels like 95.
That's hot. That's really hot. You'd still. And what's it doing in Palm Springs? I know you like Palm Springs.
Like
as well.
117.
118 prediction.
118.
See, that's terrible. This is your time to say, but in the shade, it feels like 109. But it's okay, because when you're sitting under a tree, it feels like only 109. She goes, oh, but in the shade, it feels like 95. You blew it. You messed up on the joke. 95, sure, that's hot, but that's not absurd. You need to replace it with a temperature that is lower, but still absurd. It's 116 degrees in Phoenix, but in the shade, it's only 110. You know what I mean? It's only 103 degrees with a hat on, something like that. But 95, you went too far. You just did too much. You reached. You fucking reached, Kel.
You'd still, and what's it doing in Palm Springs? I know you like Palm Springs as well.
I think it's around 118 prediction.
Oh, 118. Perfect.
Yeah, it's getting hot.
Perfect for me. It's a dry heat.
Yeah.
So you don't notice how hot you are.
Yeah. The heat in the city broke last night a little bit.
Yeah.
It broke.
Yes.
It was nice. It was the humidity dropped. It was like 78, 79 degrees, maybe a little bit lower. It was a nice night.
We had dinner on the roof. What did I wear?
Something beautiful.
No.
Something dashing.
No, I was in a full sweatsuit.
Oh yeah, full sweatsuit.
I was
A beautiful
chilly.
sweatsuit.
I was chilly.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. When you work in this building for hours and hours and hours a day, you get cold. And you don't notice right now. You are slowly drifting into an ice plunge. Now, we're not Letterman cold. No studio will ever be as cold as the David Letterman.
You could hang meat in that studio.
Hang meat, you could put bodies in there and they would be fine. You could store bodies in there. And they would give you a light bulb to warm up next to backstage. I'm not kidding, really? A light bulb. And you'd be back there like, okay, this is not really working. But the longer you stay in the studio, the lower and lower your body temperature gets.
Feel my hands.
Feel my hands.
Yeah, they get a little cold.
Yeah.
I think my body's preparing itself.
I want to talk about, you always call yourself an American hero.
Yes.
And you're our hero. You are our
Saved you from drifting, going adrift in a boat. Saved you from a snake. That was just the past 3 weeks.
When did you save me from going adrift in a boat?
When I was captaining the boat.
Oh, yeah, well, some would say you caused us to go adrift. I'm not saying I would say that, but some would say that.
I was heroic.
want you to understand that it is a floating
Couch.
life vest with an engine.
Yeah.
So when people conjure up, when we say boat, people are imagining like
Yacht.
a below deck sitch.
No.
I'm talking a boat the size of this table and a motor. And then we are adrift at night with other boats
A little bigger.
breezing past us. And I'm thinking, we're going to be hit by a boat.
Great,
And
you
it's
weren't.
probably going to hurt.
No, but I saved you, so you were fine. Yes, I saved you.
Well, you're not the only actor / talk show host American hero.
What?
Our very own, our very own. Do you like that I am now calling him ours? Jerry O'Connell. Jerry O'Connell, friend of the community.
On CBS is the talk. Check it out.
After a Malibu food truck was engulfed in flames.
Wow.
He jumped into action.
Yeah, but there's a little context to the story. He didn't jump out of action to save the food truck and to help the food truck owners because he's a kind person. I mean, he's a kind person, right? But his mission wasn't to, out of the kindness of his heart, help the food truck owners. His worry was that fire would spread to the forest and start like a 300-acre forest fire or a wildfire. That was his main goal. Trust me, if this was like the middle of Seattle on the side of a highway and there was a food truck on fire, he'd probably call the fire department and probably get out and say, "Can you hear me? Can you hear me?" But he wasn't trying to save the food truck. He was trying to prevent the wildfire. He was, by believe it or not, him helping out these food truck owners and trying to put the food truck fire out was really him trying to save his own house because he did not want this fire to spread and somehow 7 hours later, there's a humongous fire all over the news. And it is one of those days where a fire could spread and all of a sudden everyone has to leave their house and people could lose their, stuff, including me. He's thinking my house could be burnt to the ground if I don't put this food truck out. Not like these people might die. Screw that. Screw the food truck. If anything, he's like, good for you. Let it burn. You're going to get lots of insurance money. No, I'm going to help your food truck for my selfish desire to make sure my house doesn't get burnt. So, but they're going to spin it in like, oh, he's such a great humanitarian. So kind. Thinks of other people and puts his life at risk. He could have burned to death. That's how much he loves Zeppelins.
The truck was engulfed in flames. He jumped This does not surprise me at all. Jerry O'Connell is one of the most selfless people I've ever met.
Yeah.
He jumped into action when probably his food order caught on fire.
That's a funny
He was with his twin daughters, Dolly and
See,
Charlie.
he's trying to impress his kid. If he was alone, he would have drove by and never mentioned this to anyone.
He pulled over to move a gas can away from the nearby fire. He scaled a fence to grab a fire extinguisher. He tried to help the deputies keep the fire at bay while waiting for the fire department to arrive. This isn't the first time he's made headlines for moonlighting as a firefighter. In 2003, he helped fires. I wish he could help me speak. He helped firefighters battle a wildfire near the San Bernardino Mountains, close to where he was living.
Yeah, to protect his house. Trust me, if he lived in Canada and he was visiting, he wouldn't have helped. Put in the comment section.
Good for you, Jerry. A real American hero.
He is a real American hero.
Hey, listen, today.
Let's see, Jerry. Let's try to see him this week.
Let's do it.
Let's just
Is he out this way?
Let's do a wife swap.
Yeah.
Let's swap with him and Rebecca.
To try to get
You just got your hair dyed and your Botox injections.
He's recuperating. Let's see, Jerry.
Let's see, Jerry.
Hey, listen. Today is Wednesday, right? So
Yes, it is.
Your podcast drops. But
Yes,
it's a special
yes.
one, all right?
Oh,
This is a special one.
yes.
Selma Hayek.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh,
is
yes.
on, and I
Everyone,
listened to
check
it.
her out.
Oh, so good.
If you
It's
haven't
so
heard
good.
Rick
It's
Kelly's
so good.
podcast,
Is she-
Let's Talk Off
Oh,
Camera.
yes.
You should.
You should.
Especially for this episode.
Because this episode focuses on you being very annoying and asking stupid questions to another person who's going to answer them, and then you're gonna come and cry to me that you don't think people are watching. I mean, blah, 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 blah.
You know, it's like...
It's so good. I mean, it's so good. This episode, you got to listen to this one, guys. It's so good. It's so good. It's really good. Oh, my God. This is a special episode. We talk about, like, the dangers of kidnapping. Another special episode of Different Strokes where Gary Coleman gets kidnapped and molested by Jason, the bicycle repairman. The neighborhood carpenter, you know, kidnaps Punky Brewster. Don't play in refrigerators. Cherry almost died.
When you host and produce a podcast,
you tend to really suck at it unless you're a professional. And since I'm just some girl on TV that is trying to milk this TV thing into a podcast, you end up sucking. And guess what? This podcast sucks. You think I'm gonna go out of my way to tell you about it unless I didn't need the help? The numbers are terrible, and I invested a lot of money into this because I'm trying to be like Diane Sawyer or Katie Couric. The final cut was terrible. Oh, your podcast comes out. Oh, this one's really bad. Don't listen to this one. Yeah, he's like, it sucks. Yeah, it sucks. Gelman, do you think it sucks? Gelman, you said that these two fingers could go inside of Selma Hayek. She's like, yeah. Hey, you know what? If Selma Hayek was a guy, I'd date her.
Really a window in.
a window in.
No cuts were made. Yeah, cuts were made.
Selma Hayek.
Because we pre-cut everything we thought might trigger.
Yeah, who shits? Yeah. Trigger, blah, blah, blah. Stupid. You're wasting your time. Look at this. Let's just spend like 10 minutes just advertising all this other shit we got going on. Like, this whole thing is one big QVC. What a joke. This whole show, there's nothing to even do anymore for these people. They're just so fucking arrogant. I mean, are these narcissists arrogant, or is it the same thing? Put it in the comment section.
Continues when you learn the benefits of a cold plunge.
And a performance by country star Jordan Davis.
All right. What time is it? It's time for live Brighten Your Day trivia.
All right, Kelly's watching that guy saying, wow, I need him to teach me some moves. Kelly's saying, wow, that is excellent. What great dancing. Are you a professional? That's what Kelly said. He must be a pro. Did you go to Juilliard? Oh, man, look at him get down. He should be on Dancing with the Stars.
From Boston, Massachusetts.
Great shirt, Zach. Let's say hello to Gordon Purcell from Plymouth, Minnesota, who watches the show on KARE. Good morning. Hi. How are you? Hey, good morning. You're at a Vikings game there in that photo. Go Vikings.
Ooh, it's a red herring. It's a red herring.
Yes.
All right.
Just saying hello.
You know how to play this game. You've given us two statements. One is true, one is false. We have 60 seconds to decide which is the truth. If you stump me, you will get this.
This makes me nervous.
All right.
You notice that more men are playing this game since you've joined the show?
Right. I know.
Because I feel like they want to beat you.
I just want to survive.
All right, Gordon. Your first statement was, I was at the 2023 live after Oscar show, or I was an extra in the movie Purple Rain. So I see that you put a picture of yourself in Minnesota.
I'm sorry, guys. When it comes to the first impression guest, this guy's from Minnesota. All right, Viking fans are very notoriously known for being very, not even uneducated, but very stupid. All right, I was at the live 2023 after Oscar show. Viking fans don't even know when the Oscars are. They think that the Oscars are like associated with Sesame Street. This is my Kelly Ripa joke telling I've learned. Extra in Purple Rain, I think at his age, well, let's say that movie would have been filmed in like 83, 40 years ago. I guess he could be in his 50s. Would he have been like 12, 13, 14 as an extra? Maybe like walking down the street or at a restaurant? I could see that. He is from Minnesota. Purple Rain was filmed in Minnesota, parts of it. And he was at the after Oscar show. Well, does he currently live in LA? Let's see. Where's he from? I'm going to say my first instinct guess is that he was an extra in the movie Purple Rain as a teenager. Yeah. Where are you from? Oh my God, Plymouth, Minnesota. I don't know. I could see him being an extra, just walking up and down the street, or like, especially in one of those concerts. They need people to go in the crowd. I doubt he was on film. The question is he able to point himself out? He didn't say I was in the movie as an extra. Like you can see me. He might have just been in one of the concerts, like enjoying free music. That's my first impression guess. Put in the comments. Do you agree? I think that's the lie. The Oscar show's a lie. And this next one is the truth. I'm going to say
2023
it's true.
Live after Oscar show.
And I'm going to say it's true that
I was an extra
you were
in
an
the
extra
movie Purple
in
Rain.
the movie Purple Rain.
So I see that you put a picture of yourself in Minnesota with a Vikings photo.
Right.
Yeah, and we all know Prince. Prince was from.
Right.
Well, was he from
but he's also from Minnesota.
Well, Gordon's from Plymouth.
I understand, but it's very close. Very close.
That makes sense. They're both in the state of Minnesota.
Red herring.
Shut the fuck up. That's not even funny anymore. At least make it fucking integral into the bit.
Yeah. You were at the 2023 Live Oscar show. We want to ask him some questions.
Gordon, what was I like in person?
Very nice. Very pretty.
Okay, that tracks.
What was I wearing?
A long gown.
I don't know why you're asking him that. I don't remember what I was wearing.
What year did you do this extra work in Purple Rain?
Oh, that was right after college. So it was 1983. I remember that. They filmed it. It's cold, like November.
What scene were you in?
Well, I was there 2 nights, and we were way in the background on a platform, and mostly I saw Morris Day in the Time playing Jungle Love again and again.
That's a lie. I think this is a lie.
So you were in a club scene.
Right. And so now Kelly has to say a guess, and he's like, yeah, that's it, Kelly. That's the ticket. And of course, we all know that he thinks that whoever goes on and on and on talking about something that no one asked them about, that's a big sign that they're guilty, or that's the lie, that's what they're lying about. And I don't know if this guy is trying to go on and on and on purpose to fool him, but this guy's been fooled the last like 2 or 3 times. Someone has gone on and on and on, knowing that makes him think that it's a lie, but they've been going on and on about the truth strategically to fool him. So now he's thinking, is this guy smart enough to fool me? Or is this guy just going on and on? Or is he smart enough to do you know what I mean? Is he going all in with like 4 aces, or is he going all in pretending to have 4 aces when he's only got like a 6 high? So now he has to decide if this guy's bluffing or not. So he's trying to pay attention to his tone of voice, his speech pattern, which he doesn't know how to do. He's just taking a guess. He's probably thinking like, well, he's white, he's got glasses, he's from Minnesota, or he's just already gonna guess. He's probably already made up his mind. He's just waiting for like Kelly to like do whatever the hell she's trying to accomplish. I have a feeling that that's the lie, and I'll tell you why. I think he could be going on and on, but he seems like the type of guy that it's just a doofus that is just talking more and more and more because he just can't shut up. But he said this is 40 years ago. The movie came out in 83, or was filmed in 83. He was given a bunch of information about the name of the movie. That doesn't seem like something strategic he would say to like fool you. But that would make him like 62 years old, around 62. That picture, he doesn't look 62. He looks like he might be 50 or 52, but that picture could be from 10 years ago. That's what we don't know. I don't think the math lines up. He doesn't. He just. I don't know. It sounds weird. He doesn't sound like a 63-year-old. That picture. I think if he goes to Vikings games, he would have had something sooner. Like that picture from 10 years ago. That would be something that he would probably have on a camera, or 12 years ago. Something. He would probably send them a picture from his phone, which would be something that would taken sooner. So a picture from when he was like 55, not 6. Not like 50. The math is telling me he's in his 50s, not his 60s. So the math doesn't line up for what I think his age is. So I think I'm going to change my first impression guess and say, instead of I was an extra in the movie Purple Rain, I think the truth is that you were at the live 2023 Oscar show. That's why his answers were like, what was I wearing? A gown? He's trying to be like dumb, like, I don't know. Look at me. I'm silly. I don't remember anything. I don't know what you're wearing. A dress? Oh, well, then obviously you weren't there because you don't. That's the whole point. He's lying. He's going on and on and on about answering questions that weren't asked. So that's a big sign that's a lie. And he's playing dumb for very simple questions. Like, oh, what day was it? I don't know. Wednesday? Thursday? Do you remember what city you were in? I don't know. Maybe it was like San Diego. Like, just an easy question. He's like, duh. So I think that this is the truth. This is the lie, and he's trying reverse psychology. So I'm flipping my first impression guess.
Yes. Well,
so let's see if I'm right. Let's see if he can notice that. Probably not. Right now, he's wondering how many N's are there in tamale.
I saw Morris Day in the Time playing Jungle Love again and again.
Watch the look on his face as he thinks he's figuring him out.
Yes. Well, it was shot at First Avenue.
See, he's learned, though. He's learned, because before he started getting cocky, saying, yeah. Oh, tell us more. Kind of like thinking like, you're giving yourself away. This is too easy. And he sets himself up to look like a fucking idiot because they trick him. So now he's not going to embarrass. He's not going to start getting cocky and saying like, sure. Give us more. Oh, here, give him some truth serum. Tell us, like, you're making it so easy. You're spilling the beans. He's not going to fall for that. So now he's just keeping a straight face because he looks like a fucking dumbass the last 2 times he's gotten fooled. He looks like someone who's been conned.
We were
bamboozled.
way in the background on a platform.
Someone that got hustled by Paul Newman at the pool table, bro.
Playing Jungle Love again and again.
So you were in a club scene?
Yes. Well, it was shot at First Avenue.
And what did you wear?
Kind of normal clothes. Just a shirt and dark pink.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Go, Mark. All right, Gordon. Here's what I think. I think you're going on and on about this Purple Rain movie. I think you're just going on and on and on because you're trying to make me think that that's the truth. So I'm going to say that you were lucky enough. You were lucky enough to be one of the people in attendance at the 2023.
Okay, so usually when people go on and on, that's a sign that that's the lie. So he's not giving this guy enough credit to say this guy might be going on and on and on to set me up and trick me like the other past callers have. He genuinely is going to continue with his theory, with his mantra, his protocol, his default, if you would. And he's going to say that, no, the guy's going on and on. I'm going to stick with that. And I'm going to say that because you're going on and on about Purple Rain, that is a lie. And if he fools him again and says, nope, the Oscars is a lie, I was at Purple Rain and I was going on and on and on to trick you, then eventually he's going to have to put 2 and 2 together and realize you are a baseball player pitcher that has been batting, 480 over the first, or 500 over the first month of the season, and hitting the first month of the season, you hit 14 home runs and got 50 RBIs. And now second month of the season, you're striking out. You have to be the batter that looks in the mirror and realizes that word has gotten around not to throw you fastballs inside and that you can't hit the curve. Because now all the pitchers are throwing you curve balls high in the zone and you can't hit them. They're throwing you split fingers, sliders, curveballs, low and outside. You can't hit them. And now you're like, man, what's going on? I used to be so good. Yeah, because everyone was throwing you fastballs when you were a rookie out of the minors that they didn't know anything about. Now they did their homework. Now the word is out on the street. Everyone knows that you could hit the fastball inside and you could catch up to 100 miles an hour. So now guess what? Easy. You want to get Mark out? Don't throw him any fastballs. Just throw him curveballs and sliders. And now your batting average sucks. And pretty soon your baseball career is over and you're coaching third base in the teenage intramural Mexican women's softball leagues, Tijuana assholes, the Tijuana Pendejas, with their assistant coach, Margarita Consuelos, con su chocha nerviosa, con su chochita maravillosa.
Go, Mark. All right, Gordon, here's what I think. I think you're going on and on about this Purple Rain movie. I think you're just going on and on and on because you're trying to make me think that that's the truth.
Yeah, trick his ass.
So I'm going to say
trick
that you
ass.
were lucky enough. You were
Fall
lucky
for
enough
it.
to be
Fall
one of
for
the
it.
people in attendance.
Come on,
at the
Minnesota.
2023
Trick his
live
ass, you
after Oscar show.
dumbass Vikings fan. What?
Hello?
He hung up.
Oh no.
Gordon?
Did he die? Did he just
Gordon?
Did he just jump off the stool? He must have really been pissed off. He threw the phone in the toilet.
Now we'll never know.
So he was right. Maybe he was just trying to survive.
We have Gordon again?
Well, we're trying real quick.
We're redialing him? Oh, we'll take your time. It's not like it's live.
It's not live. It's pre-recorded.
Right?
You can edit this out.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay, Gordon. So I think the statement is the statement that's true is that you were at the 2023 live after Oscar show.
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
Oh, I told you Minnesotans aren't smart enough to play that game of chess. They're bad actors too. You ever see Purple Rain? Great soundtrack, terrible fucking acting.
Purple Rain, and then he doesn't win the mug? All right, you still have a chance to win a great prize, Gordon. Deja's going to spin that. You're playing a trip for two to the Pineapple Beach Club in Antigua. 7 days, 6 nights in a beachfront room. It's all inclusive. It's a prize valued at $8,000. You have 20 seconds and only one guess, Gordon. Good luck.
All right, here we go, Gordon. On yesterday's show, we talked with David Muir. On what holiday did David say he will be celebrating his 10th year anchoring World News Tonight?
Labor Day.
Hashtag National 69 Oral Day.
Yes!
Congratulations.
Just for all of you that didn't hear it because I was talking and couldn't see it because of the...
What holiday did David say he will be celebrating his 10th year anchoring World News Tonight?
National Abortion Day.
Congratulations. You and a guest will enjoy 7 days and 6
53
nights
minutes.
at Pineapple Beach Club, Antigua's most laid-back, all-inclusive resort. Pineapple Beach Club is a tropical hideaway fronted by a quarter-mile arc of powdery white sand beach and turquoise blue water. Guests enjoy an authentic Caribbean vibe with stunning service, unlimited non-motorized water sports, and romantic seaside dining at its finest. Your prize is valued at approximately $8,100.
Congratulations!
Gordon,
Thank you for calling back.
make sure you take a picture and send us your trip, okay?
But I can't take a picture of the mug.
You can buy it.
You can buy it for $49.99. After tax, it's $67.
You're a monster. Thanks for playing with us, Gordon. Coming up next,
Still ahead on Live. Picks and Pains Week continues when Mark and Gelman see the benefits of a cold plunge. We'll open up the inbox to hear your comments and questions. And coming up next, Steve Guttenberg.
Okay, ladies.
All right, let's go eat out Barbie. Let's eat out her peach pie. Oh, I want to eat out. I want to eat out Hawaiian Tropics Barbie.
And is that
Steve Guttenberg. How old does he look? I thought Steve Guttenberg died.
7107.
From sexual
That
abuse
is
at the Catholic
800-329-7107.
You go get him. Look at him fucking eating again. What's wrong with? Look at that. They don't even care about getting back to their mark on time. Talk about the lazy. How comfortable are they? Just fucking up.
listen to this. Listen up. He is about to star in a play. He wrote about his life growing up on Long Island and his long road to becoming a star. Please welcome the wonderful Steve Guttenberg.
Why? What have you heard?
No, I'm just saying, you look great.
Thank you. You guys look great too. It's good to see you.
We hear that you also do the cold plunge.
I do the cold plunge.
Is that true?
I've been doing it for a while.
Do you love it?
I love it. And the weirdest thing is, after a while, I was just telling Michael that you start to look forward to it.
Okay.
You want to get into it. And it's so great for your vascular system. It's great for everything.
Do you think that's why you look so young? Is it like a preservative?
No, aggravation and booze.
Oh, okay.
That's why I look like aggravation and booze.
That sounds
But
more.
it's healthy. Listen, anything you can do.
That's
and you know what? You
Botox and melon
Wim Hof
lotion.
is the father of the cold plunge. And he says a great line. He says, at one point,
No, that's
it's so great for your vascular system. It's great for everything.
Do you think that's why you look so young? Is it like a
oh no. That's masturbation and Cindy Crawford French melon lotion.
preservative?
No, aggravation and booze. That's why I look like
Botox and masturbating.
That sounds
But
more.
it's healthy. Listen, anything you can do. And you know what? You start, Wim Hof is the father of the cold plunge. And he says a great line. He says, at one point, the cold becomes your friend.
Yeah.
You get into it and you like it. And you know, anybody can do it at home. Just put the shower on cold and stand in front of it. And you feel good. Cold water is positive. And Lord knows, we need a lot of positive in this world.
That's right.
You know, the more we can have, right?
I'm so against cold water. I don't know if you heard, but after I win the $1 billion jackpot
Okay.
tonight,
Is it tonight?
it's tonight, yes.
Great.
After I win that, I'm moving to either Phoenix or Palm Springs.
Excellent.
Yes.
Well, we
So-
have a little place out in Phoenix.
Perfect. I
do.
will visit
You
you.
stay here. We have a nice guest room for you.
Oh, perfect.
Perfect.
I won't freeload. I'll buy your
No,
guest
no,
house.
no,
I'm going to win this whole thing.
Thank you. Thank you. You have your own bathroom there.
Oh, thank you. Finally, my own bathroom. Now, I just want to say that I'm really sorry to learn of your dad's passing. I know how close you were, and I know what an extraordinary caretaker you were of his. And I'm certain there must feel like a tremendous void in your life.
Yes, huge hole. My dad and I were best friends.
Yeah.
And we were best friends since I was a little kid. I grew up in Borough Park, Brooklyn, then Flushing, Queens. Yeah. All right. Thank you. And then Massapequa. Anybody Long Island? Long Island. All right. And I have the greatest mom and dad. And and it's hard to see your dad aging, and it's really hard to see your parents. I know you went through it. It's hard to see your mom and dad or not well.
If you have a sick parent, it's it's like
It's
torture.
really hard. So I spent the
Well, I mean, but good thing for you that Lola, Michael, and Joaquin will never see their parents age. Good thing for Lola, Joaquin, and Michael that they will never see their parents age. Well, it's a good thing for Lola, Joaquin, and Michael that they'll never see their parents get old. I mean, they're going to look this exact same way when they're like 86 years old. Well, I mean, Kelly will. Mark will be dead.
last 5 years looking after my dad. He was on dialysis, and he was dad, and it's hard to see your dad aging, and it's really hard to see your parents. I know you went through it. It's hard to see your mom and dad or not well.
If you have a sick parent, it's like
It's
torture.
really hard. So I spent the last 5 years looking after my dad. He was on dialysis, and he was in pain most of the time. And we sat together, and and I got to tell you, another guy from Massapequa is Jerry Seinfeld. And my dad and I would lie in bed every night, hold hands, and watch Seinfeld.
Oh, that's
And that was his greatest
that's
thing.
amazing.
Yeah,
Aw.
so you know that.
Yeah, so
You know
it's
that.
like to give those little, to
Yeah.
have those moments.
Yeah, and when I was a little kid, my dad helped me learn how to shower, how to put on my pajamas, how to put on my shoes. And as my dad, got not well,
It's reversed, yeah.
I would help him in the shower and help him put on his pajamas and his shoes. And that's hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard because he's my hero.
Yeah.
And he was 190 pounds of muscle,
Yeah.
and he went down to 140 pounds.
Yeah.
And it's tough. But, in our country, there are 40 million caregivers, and we have a country of 350 million people.
Right.
So 10% of the population are caring for people they love.
Yeah, of
So
course.
we can all relate.
Yep.
I know you said he was your hero, but I'm sure you were his hero.
Yeah.
You were his hero at the end as well.
I hope so. You know,
Yeah.
my dad one time, he was sitting on the edge of the bed and he said, you know, I'm so sorry that you have to see me like this. You know, and I said, I'm sorry too, Dad, but you know, you're my hero. And he said, you're my hero. And you know, we hugged each other, and you know, it's the thing of life.
You gave him a beautiful gift.
Listen, we have to take a break. We gotta take a break. We'll be back in a moment. More with Steve Guttenberg.
Still ahead on Live. Don't miss it with Mark and Calvin. Try a cold plunge.
Guttenberg Bible. Who wrote and will star in a play, Tales from the Guttenberg Bible. Tell us about this Bible. Is it the Old Testament or the Old and New Testament?
It's the Massapequa Testament.
Oh my God.
It's different. It's a really great play about family, about ambition. My parents let me go out to Hollywood when I was 17 years old.
Unbelievable.
17. I mean, who would let that kid go out today to Hollywood at 17?
Did you graduate from high school yet?
And I graduated 3 days after I graduated high school. I was on a plane to Hollywood.
What was his advice? What did he say to you?
My dad said, play the game, and remember, nobody's bigger than the game. And I always took that with me. Play the game. You know, don't be aggravated. Don't be sad. Don't be disappointed. Just keep playing. If you get in poker, if you get 2s and 3s, don't walk away from the table. Play your hand, because at one point you're going to get a winning hand, and just stay at the table. Right. And that's my dad's advice.
If you get a side,
so when you went out to Hollywood, did you hit right away?
I was lucky. I got a Kentucky Fried Chicken commercial.
Jesus. Is that lucky, or come on? You're a Jewish guy in Hollywood in the 70s.
How much? A ton. I was at the Rose Bowl. It was 90 degrees, and I worked with the real Colonel Harlan.
No,
the real Colonel, and he sat right next to me. Yeah, in Kentucky Fried Chicken, and it was the greatest day. I walked out there, and they asked me, you know, if you want a burrito, and I said, how much is it? They go, no, today it's free. You're the star.
That's amazing.
Craft service. And I had the best time, and I started working. I was there for a year. I did about 10 commercials.
Wow.
I did a TV movie. I did a movie with Phil Silvers, a teen comedy. But at the end of my first year, I was really sad and lonely in Hollywood. And, you know, around actors, especially young actors, it's very competitive. I didn't make any friends, and I quit.
Okay.
And I went back to school, and I went to Albany State, upstate here in New York.
What'd you study?
I went up there for biology.
Okay.
Biology?
Yeah, biology. And I was going to do something. I was going to be a dentist or something to that effect. And I found myself having a great time in college. It was like a vacation. Because, you know, in Hollywood, it's so intense.
Yeah.
I don't have to tell you what the acting game is like.
Yes.
So it was like a vacation. All I had to do was study, drink a lot of booze, and go to class. And it was great. Then I got a call from my agent. That they had an audition.
And they pulled me back.
Right.
Well, thank you so much,
You didn't
Steve.
quit.
We
You didn't quit acting that much. You still kept your agent around. That just meant you were going to focus on it as your main source of income, but you still wanted to do it.
Yeah, what a great theater. Bay Street. Bay Street. Coming next, we're getting ready for the cold plunge.
Tomorrow on Live, from Shark Tank, Robert Herjavec.
Hey, I'm Brian Gary, and today we're talking about the biggest misconception there is about replacement windows. I'm here with Ted Coons, the project manager for Renewal by Anderson, to talk about it.
Yeah, one of the big things we hear from homeowners is, I shouldn't need to replace my windows. They're just not that old. But here's the thing. Home builders put in high-end kitchens.
that I'm standing in between these two tubs and my legs and feet are freezing because the cold generating from the ice baths are making me cold. So when we come back, Gelman and Mark are going to strip down and get into these two tubs. You're not going to want to miss it. I literally am on bated breath. I feel like they need booty covers and covers for their other parts. I really do. I'm like concerned at this point. So when we come back, they will plunge themselves into this ice bath. Stick around. You're not gonna...
They must be wooing for Gelman. I didn't know all those men wanted to see Gelman naked.
Take the cold plunge.
Next slide. Robert Herjavec.
Hi, Robert Herjavec from Shark Tank, plus Oscar De La Hoya, and how to deal with aches and pains with Dr. Samson Davis. Hi, Leary.
Hi. Darling, I brought you a Jell-O mold. It's made with weed. It's a Jell-O mold plunge. Oh, I like that name, Guttenberg. Guttenberg. Let's give him a job.
After 11% rebate.
You know, our aches and pain week continues with a cold plunge therapy, which is a practice that has been around for centuries because people didn't know any better.
They didn't have heat.
Please welcome sports medicine doctor and the owner and creator of the wellness club Remedy, I like to call it Palace. Remedy Place, actually, is Dr. Jonathan Leary. Dr. Jonathan, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
What are some of the benefits of this? I can't imagine that there are benefits to this. I put my fingers in there and my fingers feel like they're frozen.
Honestly, there's so many. The moment you step out of the tub, you feel like a superhuman. So the process of going in isn't the most enjoyable in the beginning, but decrease inflammation, improve sleep, you have mood enhancement, you have a dopamine spike. I mean, your body's buzzing all day, but it's also the mental challenge in accomplishing something that is so difficult, and it makes you so mentally strong.
I think it would mentally break me. This has mentally broken me just looking at these two tubs of ice. Is there a difference between men and women who take the plunge?
Yeah. Women usually do better. They're more mentally strong within their bodies.
They are.
And honestly, whenever I see a couple, the woman always outperforms the man, and it's amazing. One benefit for women is women do have more body fat, so more insulation, but it's more the mental side for that.
So the water goes inside their hoo-ha, and that feels good.
Who shouldn't be doing
It feels
this.
a lot better to have water in your
if you
hoo-ha
have
than
any
it does
heart
inside a man's
conditions, we want to make
anus.
sure to screen that with your medical
Well,
doctor.
these two don't, they don't even have a heart.
Cold heart.
But no, it's relatively safe. And when it's monitored the right way and you have the right supervision, there's always a way around it. You always can start a lot warmer. It doesn't have to be super cold. But today we're getting really cold.
Super cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what's with the booties?
So the booties just help. Your distal extremities, so your hands and your feet have the least amount of blood flow.
There are other extremities, though.
Yeah, I heard you say that the other day.
We're concerned about these other extremities.
You can take care of that after,
Why is it up to me to take care of it?
Really, don't even worry about it. We'll be
Are
fine.
breathing exercises important?
Yeah, breathing exercises in the tub, we really just want to get controlled breathing. Before, we can do different breathing exercises just to prep the body so that you're more prepared. It helps increase oxygen utilization, but even just mentally get in the right place so that when you're doing something
He's
challenging.
doing it right now. He's doing the breathing.
Yeah. You guys got to experience in the class the other
Gelman,
day.
please don't breathe at me like that. It's very disturbing. Are you breathing?
Yeah, we're both. I'm just breathing just to be alive.
Yeah. So, what are the benefits of breathing?
Breathing, it just, like I said, it really helps enhance the osteorization of your body.
I would hold my breath. I'm not kidding. I think this would cause me to literally hold my breath.
We gotta go.
Okay. Well, I don't know. We're gonna go. Okay, these guys are gonna continue to breathe. I'm gonna hold my breath, and they're gonna plunge when we return.
Yeah.
If you would like to know more about anything you've seen during Knicks and Games Week, just log on to our website.
Sorry, you guys gotta watch more commercials. They're really teasing this, huh? Making you really wait. They gotta pay the bills. See all these commercials? You gotta watch them all. And then they're gonna go in and put some over-dramatic, exaggerated reaction on their face. Oh my God. Jesus Christ, Gelman. What does your husband think of that? You're like Keira Knightley if she was bulimic.
Welcome to the Haunted Mansion.
Great ever mind blown?
There's no turning back now.
Am I the only one who didn't know that was real?
Disney's Haunted Mansion, rated PG-13.
We are back with Dr. Jonathan Leary, and we've been discussing the benefits of cold plunge therapy, and Mark and Gelman are about to take the big plunge. You actually recommend doing it with someone, is that correct?
The human connection part's the biggest part for us because, doing it with somebody, it's the build that camaraderie to get through it together, and people always last longer doing it together.
Okay.
Oh, really? Say that again. People always last longer doing it together. I found that to be true also. Whenever I'm with myself, I only last about 4 minutes, but with a partner, it could be several hours. So do you recommend that people do it together as far as, do they get in the same tub together? Or do they do it like this where each person has their individual tub, but they jump into their individual tubs at the same time? Or do two people share one tub when they're doing it together so they can last longer? This is such a dirty show, and it's not like even like cute wink wink. It's really annoying.
Yeah, the human connection part's the biggest part for us because, doing it with somebody, it's the build that camaraderie to get through it together, and people always last longer doing it together.
Okay.
Do people ever hold hands?
Yeah, we can do a little hand holding.
Okay, everyone, get out your cell phone cameras. All right, Doctor. Okay. Count us down.
Talk about a before and after if I've ever seen one. Before Ozempic, after Ozempic. Yeah, suck that in, ladies. And guys, I want to be equal opportunity. Come on, fuck you, Jesus.
Okay. Count us down. Count us down, Doctor.
Okay, we're gonna do it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step into the tub. You're gonna sit down as fast as you can. And remember, we want to breathe. So try to inhale as long as you can. Exhale as long as you can. Try to relax your shoulders. Good. Relax your eyes.
Relax my eyes.
Breathe. The goal here is you just want to get controlled breathing. So whatever it takes.
He's like, get the fuck out of here.
Do you have any words that you want to say, Gelman? Mark, how do you feel?
I feel good. The legs are it's interesting in the legs.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice. It's I would say it's an extreme feeling.
Yeah. So you'll feel the tingling, and those sensations are normal. All all the blood vessels in your body are like vasoconstricting, so they're tightening up.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
What's happening
I
to
would say pain, no tingle.
you? Don't have the tingle yet.
No, honestly, the body will start to adapt. And once it starts to adapt, that sensation, the pain, the tingling, that will start to dissipate.
You know, Gelman, Mark has leaned back.
Yeah, do you want to lean back?
Do you want to lean back and maybe relax
Good.
yourself?
It's hard when you move.
I'm sorry, Dr. Gelman has frozen in one place. He can no longer move.
Listen, you guys are already a minute and a half in. It's going to fly by. You're doing great.
So, do you want to build an ice bath at home?
I do. I want to get one of these. So maybe a little. I'll use the tub that we have and just fill it with ice.
He's making it look easy.
Dr. Steve Guttenberg is also here. Steve, do you want to climb in? There's plenty of room in Gelman's tub.
Are you sure you don't want to get in?
Oh, I definitely do not want to get in.
Get it with Mark. Warm him up.
By the way, Remedy Place is located in New York City and Los Angeles. If you want to take an ice bath or any of their other self-care remedies. Oh, what else do you have there? There's a link on our website.
Okay.
Do you provide any other things?
We have all your top alternative medicine doctors and every type of self-care you ever would like.
We're going to take a break and we'll be right back. Stick around.
Tomorrow on Live, Oscar De La Hoya. What's Power Crunch?
Power crunch is exactly what is a sexual position from the Kama Sutra, revised edition, where you actually have to touch your knees to your chin after spreading apricot jelly on your belly, and your partner is going to do a handstand and tie their ankles together with 10-year-old twine.
3914.
But it must be done on a roller coaster with loops while it's in motion.
That's 1-800-431-3914.
Did you hear there's a jungle of plants in Nile?
No,
Just around.
Did you hear that no one gives a shit about your bushy jungle? Look, Mario Lopez is the only person that cares about your jungle. I guess the end of the show is coming up, people. Yeah. We get it. Yeah, commercial. Here's your cat. Expensive cat food because you don't want your cats to die early. Because everyone wants a 30-year-old cat shitting all over your floor. Looks like we should have looks like we gave him too good of a cat food. Fucking thing's 47-year-olds. 47 years old. Go fuck yourself. I hate this fucking TV.
Mary. Add, smell, and taste. You want healthy ingredients. With Blue Tastefuls, you don't have to compromise. Available in dry, wet, and singles.
Time for Jordan Davis. He'll be here soon, but look, we are at the 6th minute mark. We've gone
You want a $29 9-inch hot dog?
For you guys, it's a celebration.
Dad, I'm still hot.
Here.
It's Wednesday, July 19th, and the view starts live right now.
If Jack Smith has evidence of criminality, should Donald Trump be held accountable? So here's the problem.
All of the hot topics on your mind are on the table.
It's election interference. Never been done like this in the history of our country, and it's a disgrace.
We can't keep dealing with this drama. We can't keep dealing with the negativity.
Plus, Republican presidential candidate Will Hurd and Jenna Lyons. Here come hot topics. Whoopi, Sarah Haynes.
To 3 years. Now you can buy wholesale and seal individual packs to save up to.
All right. Well, That was a lovely episode, all full of chocked up fun, if that's even a saying. That was season 1, episode 69. 69 dudes from Fred and Ted, Bill and Ted. And I'm eating. Look what I just ate. You missed it. I should have shown you because I know you guys like seeing other people's food. That's a clean bowl of linguine and clams I'm eating for breakfast at 6 in the morning in the Hawaiian volcano. Well, the mountains by the volcano. I don't actually live in a volcano. I'm not a cartoon character. At least that's what they tell me. Let's see. Season 1, episode 68. Yep. From July 19, 2023 in the books. Thanks for watching. Make sure to smash that like button and smash that subscriptions so you get notifications every time there's a new episode of the Fill in the Blanc telecast coming up for you to watch and enjoy. Make sure to share with your friends and let them all know to join our community. There's actually a church in Texas I'm starting. And it's a free membership. All you have to do is just live in my church for the rest of your life and let me give you grandbabies with your children. And it'll be multiple children at one time, but it's okay. We're registered with the country as a church, so the laws don't apply to me. So for more information, just click the link right there, and that'll send you right to the link to sign up for our church in Texas. I don't know what to call it yet, but it's a new religion. It's really, really, God loves it because he told me while I was eating a bowl of oatmeal 4 days ago in the middle of my basement in front of my shrine to Elvis, who, by the way, is alive. All right. For more information on that, just click here. That'll send you to my website, Elvis is Alive. And then my Facebook page here, my TikTok for Elvis is Alive. And then I got a Snapchat account where we could actually follow Elvis. He's in disguise. He's dressed up as an old lady like Michael Jackson used to do. No one believes it's Elvis, but you can tell by the way he kind of shakes in his wheelchair. He goes, take your fist out of my ass. Yeah. I'm all shook up. That's his orgasm sound. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. I thought it was... What the fuck is going on now? What's going on with this shit? No, not you. You. What happened? All right. I'm all shook up. Teddy bear. Yeah. And don't pleasure yourself with teddy bears. That is wrong. And for more information on how to stop if you're addicted, just click right here to the Sarah Silverman Instagram page. And there's more links in her bio. All right, guys. Until next time, check out all the past episodes and future episodes. I love you guys. Bye-bye. Wait a minute.